season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they want.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get this to Ekeler. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing. I have learned receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 30. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, let's get there. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Rip left, rip left. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
He's checking crap. 43.
Now here's Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 45 yards. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10.
7-7, our score after 1.
The end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. He'll have another 1st down and more. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
On second down, Eckler looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
You must be dreaming.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Watch twins.
Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Let's go, baby. Motion. 44.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second and 11 now. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Trubisky will throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Stop! 180!
44.
Red, top!
Get in the weight room.
School!
Mike,
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense, right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Keep it up. 180. Alert.
Watch the run.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he'll find Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 13 yards out. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his man on the gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
No, no, no.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. They'll run on first down. Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Cohen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Hey, 18. Kill.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.